We were in a bit of a funk this week. I'm going to just chat about how it went, and I'm still going to give you a weigh-in. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for sticking with me in the good times and the bad. It has been an interesting start to 2023, and we're already the first part of the year gone, and I am needing to get it together. All right, so let's talk about this past week. You know, I was in a bit of a funk, as you saw in my last video. If you have not seen it, make sure to go check that out. My last video, I talked to you about our spring break trip that we took with the family and how I wasn't deliberately trying to eat off plan. I was still trying to stick to my low-carb keto lifestyle, but there was a little bit of moments in that week where a slip up here, slip up there. I definitely ate way more than usual. Wasn't counting anything, macros or calories or anything. But I know I was eating when I wasn't hungry. I was eating because we were out and we were going out to eat for every meal. And it was vacation mindset. And the drinking, the alcohol and whatnot. Definitely vacation mindset. And I've ingested a lot more than usual. And so it reflected on the scale. I believe I went up 4.8 pounds, almost 5 pounds in that week. And again, it was like water weight. I was telling myself, it must be water weight. It must be all the crap I ingested this week. It'll all come off next week. Well, here we are next week. Did it all come off? All right. So let me just start by chatting about last week or this past week. I was in this mindset of I just didn't feel like recording. I didn't feel like doing anything. My motivation was tanked this week. It still has been tanked, and I feel like I'm like slowly crawling out of my funk that I've been in for the past couple of weeks. It is what it is. It happens. We all go through them, and right now I'm in a downswing. I have my upswings and my downswings, and I'm in a downswing. And so I've been in this funk. I haven't wanted to do anything. I haven't wanted to be active. I haven't wanted to really focus on my health. I haven't wanted to be in my momentum that I usually have. I've just been in this funk of I just don't feel like doing anything. I just don't feel like doing anything about anything, anywhere, with anybody. Like, I just don't want to do anything. And so it's been a little bit of a challenge to kind of pull me out from that. So I'm trying, definitely trying. So this past week, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to weigh or measure. I didn't want to track. I didn't even want to record my food. Now, I did take some photos because I did put some stuff on Instagram. If you're not following me there, you can always see my meals there. It's at Ketosis Focus on Instagram. So I'll show you a little bit of what I have posted and took pictures of this past week. So all in all, this week was pretty decent. I had an unexpected off day right in the middle of the week on Wednesday. We went out to eat. It's been a very busy week. The kids are so busy with all of their activities. We're juggling our work during the day and trying to juggle the kids' activities in the evenings and the afternoons and trying to find time for the kids to eat. You know, it's been tricky. And there was one day on Wednesday this past week where there's just no way that we could have planned food on the road. Like, we literally had like a 1 hour window to go from piano to her kickball game, and it wasn't a lot of time. So we ended up having to go eat. Now, I remember I suggested a Mexican restaurant because in my head, I'm like, Mexican restaurant's pretty easy for me to eat low carb. I'll just do some fajitas or carne asada plate or something. Like, I feel okay usually when I go to a Mexican restaurant, but this lately, Mexican restaurants are not feeling like the best safe space for me to be on, because it starts off with that mentality of, okay, I'm ordering water. Everybody's good right here. Let's see what we want to eat. And the basket comes. You know, the basket is sitting there at the table. And of course, the kids are digging into it. And again, I look at Caesar's digging into it. And I was like, what's one chip? I'm starving, right? So let me have a chip. Let me have two. Let me have a couple. Ooh, let me eat some with my meal. And then I go and I order a taco salad. It's that stupid rationale in your head that says, taco salad, it's pretty good. You just eat the insides. I never eat just the inside of that taco shell. I mean, that taco shell is so tempting. So I'm eating the taco salad, breaking off the taco shell because I've already had chips. Like, what's the difference, right? Breaking off the taco shell, realizing that at the very bottom of this taco salad, it's not all lettuce. It's like a layer of refried beans. And so I'm like eating this going, oh, this is totally not keto. Like, I am not eating anything keto today. I felt like, I felt horrible the next day. And I'm trying to even remember what I ate the rest of the week. But I just remember feeling not too great the next day. Kind of stressed about Friday because Caesar was sick the entire day with a stomach bug or food poisoning from that restaurant. He was out for the count for the entire day of Friday, like really bad, like worse than when he had COVID. He was so sick, the worst I've ever seen him. He was in bed, he slept, he was throwing up so much. And so I was having to handle taking the kids where they needed to go on Friday. It's just been, it's been a week of being in a funk and a week of not caring and a week of not really trying to do anything to help me get to my goals. I think I was just surviving this week, maintaining, surviving, keeping my head above water. And if I made it keto the majority of the days this week, it was a win. So that's what I had this week, was a whole lot of nothing, a whole lot of no progress. And I got on the scale Saturday morning, and let's just talk about the weigh-in. So last week I weighed in at 185.0. This week I weighed in at 184.0. So that is a loss of 1 pound. If it was just water weight, I think it would have been a lot more than 1 pound. So I'm a little nervous that I went backwards. I mean, it sucks, but I can't be mad at myself because I knew that I was in a funk all week. I knew that I was barely surviving, barely keeping my head above water this week. So it is what it is. For next week, the plan is just get it together. Get it together. Start paying attention to your body, to what you're eating. Be mindful of it. Make better choices. God bless. Move more, Lydia. When you move more, you have a treadmill in your room. Why aren't you getting on it? The intermittent fasting, I feel like it happens naturally for the most part, but I'm going to track how long I end up intermittent fasting next week. If it ends up being 16 hours, if it ends up being 20 hours, great. But I'm just going to be a little bit more mindful of what I'm eating and listening to my body and not eating when I'm not hungry. I mean, it's just, oh God, guys, why is this so hard? Why do I make this so hard? Why do I do this to myself? But anyway, onwards and upwards. Ooh, maybe I'm going to get some money. My palm is itching. Onwards and upwards. We're going to have a better week next week. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you every bit of everything that I'm doing and eating, and we're going to hope for the best for next week. And I'm going to lay off the drinking, guys. The wine on the weekends, the beer, I think that really kind of screws me up. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know how your week has gone. I'd love to hear what kind of progress that you have made, or if you had any struggles. Make sure to post them in the comments below, and I will love to interact with you. That is it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.